Comfey from the new Lost Origins set may be a small Pokemon with hardly any damage to dish out, but I expect it to become one of the most important cards in standard format. Sword and Shield Lost Origin reintroduces the Lost Zone, which is an area separate from the discard pile in which cards cannot return from. There are some incredibly powerful effects revolving around the Lost Zone in this set.
Hey guys, Cyber. Relax! I was just gonna get there. Anyway, as this little buddy was saying, 80% of you aren't subscribed to the channel, so hit that subscribe button. It really helps. Hey, what Pokemon are you?
One of those powerful effects comes in the form of Mirage Gate, an item card which reads, you may play this card only if you have 7 cards or more in your Lost Zone. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy of different types, and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Without the stipulation of needing 7 or more cards in your Lost Zone, Mirage Gate would turn the Pokemon trading card game on its head. Even with this restriction on Mirage Gate, this card will be amazing if players can consistently send 7 cards to the Lost Zone quickly. If you thought Mirage Gate had a broken effect, just wait for Giratina V-Star's V-Star attack, Star Requiem. Star Requiem can only be used if you have 10 or more cards in your Lost Zone, but it knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon, plain and simple. If we can achieve these Lost Zone conditions for cards like Mirage Gate and Giratina V-Star, then there is a lot to look forward to out of Lost Origin. And here's where Comfey comes in. Comfey has the ability Flower Selecting, which reads, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand. Put the other card into the Lost Zone. Not only is this giving you card advantage for the cost of putting a card into the Lost Zone, but if we actively want cards to be in our Lost Zone, this is giving us 2 positive effects for no cost. Comfey's ability can be repeated with the help of Scoop Up Net, Switch, Escape Rope, and any other cards that will allow us to switch into new Comfeys and re-bench Comfeys that we scooped up. Not only will this card allow you to dig through your deck looking for cards that you need, but it also gets you closer to meeting any of the Lost Zone conditions each time you use Flower Selecting. If you're not convinced that Comfey will be as good as I say, let's take a look at similar cards from the past that have been mainstays of their respective standard formats. Jirachi from Team Up allowed entire decks to function since it could easily find you the trainer cards needed to achieve strategies. Mew from Celebrations has a similar effect, and although it can only retrieve item cards, it has been seen in a plethora of different successful decks. Lastly is Amazing Rare Jirachi, which has seen very little mainstream success admittedly, but it has almost the same exact ability as Comfey, except for one very important thing. It doesn't send a card to the Lost Zone. Amazing Rare Jirachi is almost good enough, but just never had that extra capability in addition to adding 1 card to your hand, which is why I'm using it as proof that Comfey provides that extra bit of value needed to be an influential card of the standard format. The Lost Origin cards have already been available in Japan for a little while now, and they have been utilizing Comfey as support for several strong archetypes, like Hisui and Gudra V-Star, Giratina V-Star, and toolbox-style decks with a myriad of attackers. So let me know if you think I'm overhyping this card, or if it really will be a popular new engine for decks everywhere. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time here on Beastcoast Pokemon.